and welcome to today's webcast. My name is Kelly and I will be your event specialist today. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. Please note that today's webcast is being recorded. During the presentation, we'll have a question and answer session. You can ask text questions at any time by clicking the green Q&A icon on the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Type your question in the open area and click submit. If you would like to view the presentation in a full screen view, click the full screen button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Press the escape key on your keyboard to return to your original view. For optimal viewing and participation, please disable your pop-up blockers. And finally, should you need technical assistance, as a best practice, we suggest you first refresh your browser. If that does not resolve the issue, please click on the support option in the upper right-hand corner of your screen for online troubleshooting. It is now my pleasure to turn today's program over to Mr. Scott McGowan. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Kelly. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for dialing in. We do have a 1 hour call. We will be reviewing tax season promotions. As always, please submit your questions as they come, and we'll basically hit them through the call. We'll be posting this deck to Sales Portal under Resources, Calls, and Recording. We do have a lot to cover here, so please download that so you can review the content of the call. At this time, let's pass it on to David Kim, VP Previous Sales. David, good morning.
All right, everybody across the country, say it with me. What's up, Boost Nation? You know, I've done so many of these calls, and I'll tell you, I've never been more excited to kick off tax season, especially with the promotions that we are about to announce. So it is tax time, the best time of the year. It's time to make some money, get paid, and it's our time to win. We are going to take a massive leadership position, and we're starting early with our first round of tax season promotions. So, with that said, for everyone sitting across the country listening to my beautiful voice, my ask of you is pay close attention. We have a ton of stuff that we're going to talk about and a ton of promotions, so pay attention, make sure you take notes. We have a lot to talk about in terms of the promotions, the merchandising that we're about to do, family plan enhancements, and some of the updates that we've done, Smile and Dial, and then we'll finish with our go-to-market update. So, first and foremost, key selling days. Are you staffed up and ready to go? I want to show you guys a calendar. We've done a lot of analysis on when we believe tax season will begin. One important thing that's about to happen next week, next Friday, is the first trifecta weekend that we've had in several months, meaning it's Friday, it's payday, and it's an SSI day. It will be a monster day for us, so we are launching our promotions early to make sure you have the best promotions in the marketplace. So make sure you're staffed up, you're going to have tons of traffic, and you're going to have the best offers to make sure that you're converting every one of those customers. The following week is a softer week, so let's get upside. That's the week I really need everybody to be out there in the streets, driving Smile and Dial, calling customers, getting the flyers out, tents out, and making sure that we get ahead in week 2 of February. Week 3 of February, Valentine's week. Great weekend for us is planned in terms of heavy traffic, especially on the 15th. Then, the following 2 weeks, the belief is that's when tax season will hit. Last year, February 22nd was when the magic started to happen in terms of heavy traffic in our stores. So we are prepared by launching early, making sure you have plenty of inventory, and making sure you guys are staffing up. So ensure you are staffing and you got phones. So let's talk about what we're about to do. In tax season, there are 3 ways we're going to win this tax season. Number 1, you're going to win with the switchers. You're going to win with our families. You're going to win by owning the mile. You're going to have 2 iconic BOGO promotions. You're going to have aggressively priced mid-tier devices. And you have the best unlimited plus plans in terms of offering, as well as Total Mexico, 4 for 100, and several other offers that we'll talk about today. Our $10 J3, $20 Moto G6 with no port required will continue to be in market. You guys have done a great job pivoting to that promotion. We'll talk more about that on this call today, and you'll have amazing boost up promotions as well to help our customers get into better devices who've been loyal to us. What I ask of you is make sure you own the mile. Smile and Dial has started to improve. We're up to almost 5,000 calls a day, which is great. And the folks that are doing Smile and Dial, I know you're seeing incremental lift in terms of customers coming into your store, as well as to help drive your 3rd month engagement. Let's make sure that we have great events an exterior showcase, and let's make sure that you guys are buying some new Boost swag. Let's get some fresh t-shirts on and make sure we put our best foot forward as I unleash these new promotions. So let's get started. Like I mentioned, we're going to be big, we're going to be bold, and we're going to be brave because we are Boost Mobile, baby. So tax season is about to start. These additional promotions begin next Tuesday, January 29th. So next Tuesday, it is go time. So make sure, again, you are prepared. So let's talk about the first promotion. I hope you're all ready. This is in it to win. Promotion number 1. I know everyone loves the LG Stylo 4, so do we. In fact, it's free on port. Quite frankly, I should raise the price, but we're not. Right? There's no Triple E associated with this promotion right now. There's no Triple E associated with tax season for this promotion either. So with LG Stylo 4, it will continue to be free on port, but it's BOGO time. So we are going to add LG Stylo 4 is now a BOGO. So it's free on port, no Triple E contribution from you, and now it's buy one, get one free. What does that mean? Just port one line and you get 2 Stylo 4 devices for free. If you port 2 lines, you can get 4 Stylo 4s for free, and obviously our iconic 4 for 100 offer is still in play. So that is a massive promotion. Again, that starts this Tuesday. So let's talk about the rules. Starts January 29th through March 4th. Again, LG Stylo 4 for free when you switch or add a line. New LG Stylo 4 device. Again, line 1 is port-ins only. It's free. The non-port price is $149.99. Line 2 is new or port. It's free. Eligible plans, 50 unlimited, 60 unlimited, 80 ultimate unlimited, 4 for 100, and 4 for 120. Plans not eligible, of course, the $35 plan is not eligible. In terms of sort rules, you have the new and the port capability tools in terms of the BOGO functionality will be available for you guys as well, so you guys have that in play. In terms of appeals, capture ePay BOGO request ID, just like we've always done. So again, port 2 iPhone or port 2 Stylo 4s, it's free. 1 new, 1 port, it's free. 2 new lines, $149.99. So again, port 1, get 1 free. LG Stylo 4 is now on BOGO. So LG Stylo 4, it's been a great selling device for us, our number 1 device. So what's next? This one is about to blow the roof off the place. So let's talk about promotion number 2. iPhone. The iPhone 6s. You love it. We love it. It's only $29.99. There's no Triple E associated with this either. And let's not forget about this phone. So it's only $29.99 when you port, but we're going to go big during tax season, and we're going to get crazy. So during tax season, starting January 29th, it's BOGO time. iPhone 6s, 32 gig, only $25. You know why it's $25? Because I just like the number 25. So we're going to change $29.99. So now it's going to be $25. Price drop to $25. Has no Triple E contribution. Buy one at $25, get one at $25. Again, just for one line and get 2 iPhone 6s, 32 gig for only $50. Just port 2 lines and get 4 iPhone 6s for $100 and 4 lines for $100 in terms of the service plan. So you have now Stylo 4 BOGO. You have iPhone 6s BOGO and only $25. So let's talk about the rules of this promotion. Same as the Stylo 4. The timing is January 29th to March 4th. Again, get up to 2 iPhone 6s at $25 when you switch. Again, same rules apply. Line 1 port-ins only. Line 2 newer port, $25. Eligible plans, same thing. 50 unlimited, 60 unlimited, 80 unlimited, 4 for 100, 4 for 120. Plans not eligible, the $35 plan. Again, from a rules perspective, exactly the same. ePay BOGO sort tool will be available for you, so make sure you use it and make sure you understand it. Again, buy one, $25. Get one, $25. And make sure you drive that port. So again, promotion number 2, iPhone 6s. These are 2 of the biggest promotions we've ever done. In fact, they are the biggest promotions we've ever done. LG Stylo 4, can you believe it? It is a BOGO. iPhone 6s, $25. But I'm still not done. We got more promotions we're going to talk about today. Stylo 4 again is in market next Tuesday, BOGO. iPhone 6s, BOGO, $25. 25. Be big, be bold, and let's be brave. So now let's talk about our next device. I just want to make a reminder, let's bring out the Plus. As everyone's been asking me, are you going to bring in the iPhone 6s Plus? Yes, we have, and we are going to extend the promotion. Inventory on this device, I know it's been light. We're working really hard to get you guys more Plus. Hopefully things get better in the next couple weeks, but we're going to keep the price. The port price will be $129.99. And again, no triple E. You are welcome. So let's talk about the next promotion, the J7 Refine. This has been a great device for us. I know there's tons of this inventory in market, thanks to Boost Elevate. So we're going to keep this in at $19.99 when you port, but we're also going to add the older J7 device, the perks, because of Elevate. I know there's some devices still out there. And so we're going to add the J7 perks so you can sell through them and get cash money, and then you can buy more inventory. So J7, the perks will also be included, and this is extended through March 4th. Again, the port price is only $19.99. Oh my gosh, there's no triple E. All right, so let's recap. The iPhone 6, I want to make sure you guys understand as well, not the 6S, but the 6. Because of our generosity, we're also going to include this as well at $25 to help you guys drive through that inventory if you have any remaining left, to help you guys make sure that you guys sell through that and you guys can buy new inventory. So again, that phone, the iPhone 6, will be $25 when you port. That phone in particular, though, is not eligible for the BOGO. The 6S, the new 6S, is what's eligible for BOGO. Again, $25 when you port. 6S Plus, $129.99 has been extended. And again, J7, we're also going to include the perks. So both the Refine and the perks extended through March 4th, $19.99 when you port. So, what about payment traffic? We know there's going to be tons of customers coming in. We want to make sure we farm the base, and we also want to make sure we focus on the Unlimited Plus plan. So, the J3, $10. The Moto G6 Play, $20. Has now been extended through March 4th. Keep pushing this plan. You guys have done a great job in terms of offering this to customers. This is a better value for our customers, which I'll walk through in a second. But this has been extended. 122 is when it started. It's now through 3/4. The J3 or the Moto G6, again, $10 and $20 must be added as a new line on a 56 or 8R plan. Only eligible on new lines. The device discounts eligible on lines 2 through 5. And those two devices are what we're focused on. Again, eligible plans, 50, 60, 80 are the only eligible plans to push this, just like the free airline promotion was. Dealer action, make sure you pay the prorated amount depending on when the primary is in their bill cycle. With the new family plan enhancements, you now see what the customer has to pay in terms of proration, and many times customers don't even have to pay the full 30 because they're in mid-cycle of their proration. So make sure you educate the customer, give them a great offer, and they come back in and pay their bill. So let's talk a little bit about this promotion because it's brand new. I want to make sure you all understand why we did this. From an Adeline perspective, our port business on Adelines is very small. And we also know that several of our customers who want to get Boost, their teenager or their friend, their family member, they just don't have a number to port. So why hurt them? So what we've done is, if you look at the old promotion, a J3 was $59.99. The first month was free, and the service fee was obviously $15. So from an old perspective, it was about $75 out the door for a J3. So we said, let's stop the madness. How do we get our customers, our existing loyal customers, built to add lines? Very, very easy. So what we've done is we've now enabled the J3 to be only $10 with no port required. Obviously, if that customer has a number to port, they can get any one of our incredible iconic promotions when they have a number to port. But if they don't, it's okay. It's only $10. That first month is only $30 for the add-a-line. And again, check if there's a proration. Service fee $15. Now that customer's out the door for only $55 approximately. So that customer's actually saving $20 with this promotion, if not more. So make sure you're pitching every customer every time. $10 J3, $20 Moto G6. It's an amazing promotion. I really want to see lift out of this promotion because I love to extend it. This is one I fought for with my supervisors. So we got to make sure that we're driving this promotion. Every other promotion we got will sell itself. This is the one that you drive incremental volume. This is the one that helps you get paid. So let's make sure across the board, our ARs, our BRs, our PBRs, our 4.0 stores, let's make sure we're pitching this with every customer coming in to make a payment. So in terms of rules, just making sure that you understand, that's the promotion for the J3 and the Moto G6. So now let's talk about a couple other added flavors that we've done to Unlimited Plus. So So as you know, this $60 plan, single line $60 plan, has been a big push on our part. It is incredible value with the incremental hotspot, and we are a leader in the marketplace in terms of what we offer. So what we're going to do is extend the total Mexico for only $1. This has done wonders for our $60 rate plan loading, so we're going to keep it in market, especially for the markets that this serves that customer base, so we're going to keep it in. It started on 1/9, we're extended to March 4th. Again, all devices except feature phones are eligible. All new importing customers are eligible, existing are not. $60 Unlimited Plus plan is the only plan eligible. Let's make sure we're pitching it and offering to every one of our customers. This is a market leader promotion. No one else has Unlimited Mexico for only $1. And again, it's extended, so let's make sure we talk about it. In terms of the features, it's unlimited calls to all of Mexico, including mobile lines, unlimited calls to Canada, excluding Northern Territories, unlimited international text, plus when traveling in Mexico, you get up to 8 gigs of Mexico roaming. Limited calls to U.S. and in Mexico. So again, make sure you're offering it, make sure collateral's up. Let's continue to drive the Unlimited Plus plan. It's good for you from a commission standpoint. It's good for us, and this total Mexico plan even makes it better. So let's make sure we're pushing it. Lastly, let's not forget about Boost Up. With all the payment traffic coming in, especially during this window, great opportunity to drive Boost Up. So we're going to put on some incremental promotions to help you guys drive this. Obviously, great commissions with this as well. Starting 122 to 210, the J7 Refine will be $1 down and only $7 a month with a $127 device price. It's from $217 and $11 a month. So huge savings there. Again, starting on 124, you'll also have the iPhone 6s 32 gig, $1 down, $11 a month. So again, great Boost Up promotion. Let's make sure this collateral is up. That the team will be talking about here in a second, but great offers to drive Boost Up for our loyal customers. All right, so let's summarize. These are the biggest deals we've ever done during tax season. Again, starting on January 29th, and we are starting early. Typically, we don't unveil these promotions till February, but we are starting early to drive incremental volume, so I need everyone out driving these promotions. Number one, iPhone 6s, $25 through March 4th, starting next Tuesday. The Stylo 4 is free. Obviously, you guys have that in market now. There's additional 7 devices for free that you guys will see on the hot sheet. The J7 or 5 is only $19.99 when you switch. And again, from an add-a-line perspective, you have a $10 J3, $20 Moto G6, no port required, extended through March 4th. And again, BOGOs, BOGOs, BOGOs. The Stylo 4 is a BOGO. The iPhone 6s, $25.25 BOGO. Again, through March 4th, biggest promotions we've ever done. Let's win tax season. In terms of rate plans, we are not changing our rate plans. We are going to keep these iconic offers in market. 3 for $100 still is in play. 4 for $100 with the additional 1 gig of mobile hotspot per line is in play. Best value from a 4 for $100 perspective, especially with our BOGO that we're putting in market. 4 lines for $120, 30 gigs of mobile hotspot per line, and HD streaming is in play as well. And Total Mexico has been extended on the $60 plan for only $1. So that's how you kick off tax season. Let's be big. We're going to be bold, and we're going to be brave. These are the best offers we've ever done. You guys should be hyped. Everyone across the country sitting in conference rooms should be cheering right now. It's time to sell some phones and make some money. So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to the merchandising team to talk about how we're going to showcase these incredible offers.
Thank you. Before we do that, we'll take a few questions. A lot of good questions coming in. First one is with regard to the 2 BOGO promotions. Is the 3 for $100 plan eligible? And yes, it's not on the page here, but it's in the rules document. So just to be clear, the eligible plans are the 50, 60, 80, 3 for $100, 4 for $100, and 4 for $120 plans are eligible. Another question on the BOGOs, if you have an existing family, 1, 2, or 3 lines, can you do the BOGO? The answer is yes. You could do the BOGO on lines 2 through 5 to add new lines. And if you start a new family, you could start use a BOGO as well. Maximum of 2 BOGOs per 5 family line, okay? Question on promo pricing, the $25 for the 6S, that is the port-in pricing, that is only for port-ins. Another question came in on the LG G6. Question, will it still be $29.99 with port in? Answer is yes, it will be. Okay. Question on the start at the time of the BOGO. So the BOGO for the LG Stylo 4 and the iPhone 6s will start on 1/29 and go through March 4. David, question on inventory for the 6s.
Oh, we are going to be flush. So from an inventory perspective, both on Stylo 4 and 6s, we are working wonders, and we're going to make sure we have tons of inventory. We are not in a constrained position whatsoever on the 6s or on the Stylo 4. The only phone right now that we're working through to get more throughput is the 6s Plus, but everything else, we are very healthy. The distributors are all stocking up right now. They have been stocking up, so from an inventory perspective, we will be very, very good. I promise you that.
Thanks, David. Okay, other questions coming in, a few questions about how to combat iPhone fraud. So in the past, when we leaned heavy on the iPhone, we put out a document with regard to how steps to combat fraud within your doors. So we'll take that document and repost it to the sales portal today. We'll also send it out through SPG News so you can identify and combat fraud going on in your doors. Another question with the BOGO tool. Is a BOGO tool within Elevate? The BOGO tool is on ePay. So within ePay, there's a tool there which basically will calculate the BOGO calculation for you as well. Okay?
The one thing I'll add in terms of the fraud guys is be smart, right? We've seen best practices in terms of our retailers writing the phone number on the box, for customers, telling them that all they want is the phone, is not giving them the box. There's several things that you can do to mitigate some of those actions. The value of iPhone 6 or the value of any one of these phones is with the box unsealed. So obviously set up the phone, make sure you activate it, make sure you unbox it, do all those little things that devalue from a fraudster standpoint in terms of those devices. So make sure you do that. One of the other questions that came up I just want to address, is the BOGO eligible for 3 for $100? Obviously 3 for $110 is still in market, guys, which is a great offer that these promos are eligible for as well. So if you want to sell 3 for $110, that's definitely an opportunity as well to make sure that those free line customers are taken care of.
Thank you, David. Okay, and questions about how do we get a summary of all the promotions. So the buzz will be out later in today, which has communications and toolkits on all of our promotions. And also, if you need a copy of this presentation, again, that's located on the sales portal. Under resources, under calls and recording, you get a PDF of the presentation today, so you can review that as well. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, David. We're going to move on to merchandising now with Sabina. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining this morning. We have a lot of support coming your way for tax season. So starting on the 25th, which is tomorrow, look out for 4 for 100 clings. We're going to be refreshing that creative. So 4 for 100 clings and posters, and also the Stylo 4 is getting a fresh new look, as well as a poster and your light boxes for next gen. ARs and non-doho VRs are going to get a free phone poster. And then we're going to send you a lot of small collateral, so look out carefully on your package to look for the smaller pieces. You're going to have a device countermat, you're going to have price tags, you're going to have a brand new service fee insert, a Boost Ready flyer that's been updated, as well as a monitor decal with the Boost Ready terms. And AR doors specifically are going to get a new slat wall display with a poster in it. Then for your Doheny kits, you're going to get a fresh LG update as well. And next gen doors are going to get a separate package. We are shipping new shelves for your brand walls. I'm going to go over this in the next couple slides, but just look out for these large packages that are going to be sent to next gen doors with brand new shelves. There are attachments that we're going to put on top of your shelf to increase the visibility of the graphics. So I'll go over this in detail in the next couple of slides, but we're also sending to next gen the top panel for the LG fixture. And next gen doors are going to get their fact tags for the new Moto E5 Plus and the LG Tribute Empire. Smart Pay feature tags will also be included on your next gen packages. And for all VR doors and next gen, you're going to get a new Moto E5 Mach device, as well as the LG Tribute Empire that launches at the end of this month. So if you go to the next slide, I'll show you, Comcast. Last but not least, Comcast doors are getting fresh materials arriving as well. Trial doors in Miami and Houston are going to get a fresh set of Xfinity TV cards, and then the rest of the Comcast doors across the nation are going to get a new brochure, poster, door strike, and for that standee that VR and AR doors have, we're going to refresh the poster at the top and the bottom. So I'll go over some visuals for you. On the next page, we have the exterior view. That iPhone 6s poster at $29.99 arrived on your doors on Tuesday, so you're going to keep that in there for a couple more days until the price drops. And we're going to be following up with the merchandise for iPhone BOGO as well as Stylo 4 BOGO. So please place these items on your windows for now, and we'll send you a communication to let you know when the merchandise is going to hit for the new iPhone BOGO as well as Stylo 4 BOGO. So this is the new Stylo 4 clean as well as the 44100, and those doors that have Comcast are getting a new door strike. So on the next slide, we'll proceed to, there you go, interior support. AR and VR doors are going to get new posters on your priority 2, 3, and 4 placements, and doors that have Comcast are going to get an alternative poster to display on that priority 4 spot. And there highlighted, you have the Boost Ready flyer as well as the Boost Ready monitor decal. On your next slide, Scott, I'm going to show you the brand new slat wall frame for AR doors exclusively, and also a brand new Boost Ready flyer. That would be the placement to hold on that poster that has 4 8.5 by 11 pieces. And on the next door, your Doheny view. This is the new LG kit. Both top panel as well as blades are getting refreshed. Under the free phone Doheny, we're going to send you the new LG G6 promo because it's going to extend through March, and those posters there for the Stylo 4 and the 44100 are going to be changed up as well. Next slide, I'll just show you a preview of the Comcast standee. Like I said before, that top poster and the bottom poster as well as the brochure are getting an update. So please be on the lookout for those. And I want to remind everybody that if you have one of these standees in your stores that's starting to look torn or worn or it looks damaged, please talk to your reps because they can order you a brand new standee. We have plenty of extras on inventory. So please don't display this standee if it's starting to look broken, and make sure you get a hold of a new one. We have plenty extras for you. On the next page, I just want to go over the new Next Gen makeover. So the brand wall on your doors are going to get these new shelves. They're an attachment that are going to go right on top of the existing brand wall shelves. So if your door has 2 panels or 3, you're going to get 2 or 3 of these attachments. The installation is very simple. First, I got to say that the package is going to come separately from your marketing materials. So be on the lookout for these large boxes. So you're going to, first step, you're going to take the existing graphic that's on your shelf, and you're going to take it aside. You're going to get the shelf out of the box and simply place it on top of the shelf. Flush it against the back, and you're going to see it's really simple because the bottom has magnets that's going to keep the shelf in place. The next step is going to be to reach out for your SPG merchandising materials and find the shelves that are going to go right in here. These new attachments have J channels on top and bottom, and these graphics are now printed on a thick cardboard instead of that plasticky styrene material that we had before. So you're going to slide the graphic in, and if you go to the next page, I'll show you what's going to be your priority. On the left, under the rate grid, on the very first panel next to the TV, you're going to have a 3430 graphic. The one in the middle, if you have a coverage panel in your doors, you're going to receive a value-added services graphic. And on the last one, you're going to insert your iPhone shelf. Now, you're going to go to the old shelf, and you're going to grab the price bug and put it on the new shelf. So this should be your lineup, and all your new graphics should be on paper instead of that plasticky material. And once you make this transition, you can get rid of the old shelves. And moving forward, we'll send you these graphics. They're just simply going to slide into the shelf. And you'll see it has more visibility, and it just looks overall a more impactful effect. So I think that's it for that. On the next page, Scott, I'll just show you the device wall. That's your new LG top 2. These acrylic holders, they should be placed on your device zone. Back in November, I want to say, we sent you some generic graphics for these little holders. They come in 2 sizes. There's the larger one here on the left and the smaller one on the right. So there's a number of things that are available to display on these acrylic holders. And they, for example, for the Adeline, for only $10 and $20 on those devices, you have graphics available on the sales portal that you can download and print and place on these holders. There's also generic graphics that we sent to you back in November. I put in a SKU here in case you need to reorder. There's graphics there, for example, for things, for callouts, such as free phone when you switch, or BOGO eligible. So I encourage you to use these BOGO eligible signs next to the new devices that we're having on promo. And lastly, on this pack out, you're going to receive new feature tags supporting smart pay devices. So that's all coming your way. If you need any replacements, if you have any questions about the shelf conversion for next gen, give us a call, send us an email to spgmerchandising@sprint.com. We're here for you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Spina. A few quick questions before we move on here. Question on the BOGOs, is the 6S is on new or used devices? It's only on new devices only. Quick question, David, on the Triple E, the Stella 4 and the iPhone BOGO, is Triple E applicable on that one?
No, there is no Triple E, guys. So just so you guys understand, what Triple E is that's when we ask our wonderful retailers to help co-fund promotions. This tax season, I have done an incredible job to not have any Triple E's. So there's no Triple E's on the promotion that we are launching on the 29th, meaning there's no dealer contribution relative to the $15 that we used to have retailers contribute.
Thank you, David. And David, a few questions. What does Triple E stand for?
Triple E is 80 equals excellence. It's an internal terminology that our dealers or retailers have become very fond of. But we also know that it's a pain point for our retailers, so that's why we are not doing it at this time. The one other thing I do want to echo is that the Stylo 4 and the iPhone, it can be mixed and matched. We're confirming that right now. But what would happen is your iPhone would be the primary, it needs to be ported, then the Stylo 4 can be free. But we'll send out a communication on that one as well later on once we get confirmation. So that you guys understand if it is mix and match eligible.
Thank you, David. Okay, and again, if mix and match, always use the ePay sort tool.
Always use the BOGO sort tool, guys. Always use the tool to make sure it qualifies. That's a foolproof way of knowing that a promotion qualifies.
Thank you. Okay, 2 more questions. One is on the Adeline, the $10 J3 and the $20 for the Moto G6 Play. Question is, what plans are eligible? Is a $35 plan eligible? And no, it's only on the 50, 60, and $80 plan when you add a new line being a new or portal line. And finally, there's some questions on a base management which is coming in. You have some customers coming into your store with a offer for a LG Tribute $50 off. What this is a promo to select customers who have very old phones. They will come in, and there's actually a toolkit. Basically, you get $50 off the LG Tribute. You get it for free if they upgrade from their older device. And if you look in the buzz, there's a promo toolkit to talk about this. Base promo, LG Tribute on select upgrades to walk you through how to upgrade and process the payment. Okay? Thank you, guys. Okay, let's jump over to Ad Builder. So let's
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. We want to support you outside store calls on
you have such great merchandising to go along with all these fabulous promotions. We are refreshing, as you heard, to match the look of merchandising, and so you will see these three items, 4 for $100, 4 for $120, and 3 for $100, updated on ad folder as early as $128, and we'll have additional assets rolling on as they become available. They will be labeled as such text, so you can definitely make sure you're downloading the most recent creative. Next page, please. Additionally, we are supporting free phone with the refresh look, and also Adeline. One of those will have a full suite of assets on ad folder, along with a flyer for the other. As always, should you be doing anything special and need additional assets, definitely reach out to your local marketing manager. You will also see both of these suites going live on 128 and 129, and as additional assets become available, those will roll on. And lastly, we have 2 more new suites on the next slide. Under device messaging and promos, supporting the J7 and the LG G6. Those flyers will also be going online. As a reminder, I want to remind you that iPhone images and advertising cannot go on ad folder. So if you do need help and support in those particular tactics, please reach out to your local marketing manager, and they can help you get approved or obtain what you may need. With that, Scott, I'll hand it back over to you.
Thank you, Stina. Okay, again, so we're going to talk quickly about the family plan enhancements. Thank you all for support in launching this. GPMS is going to talk about an issue that we see popping up the last couple days and how to avoid that. So, JP, good morning.
Hi, Scott. Good morning. So just wanted to call this out. When you are activating a new family through the new family activation flow, make sure you use the pay by web pause payment option. If you swivel outside of the portal and go directly to the web pause website and make a payment, it causes some issues with processing the family transaction. So the secondary lines won't be activated, the primary port, if they are a port, the port swap won't be initiated, and the linking will not occur. So to avoid all those issues, just make sure you know your web pause credentials. Make sure you're making the payment within the sales portal integrated flow here where it says pay by web pause, and then just allow the system to activate link, and you can check activation status to see where the updates are. That's all I have. Blair, do you have any other things you want to mention here?
Yeah, I do, JP. Hey, and thanks everybody. Hey, a couple of other updates on family plan enhancements. First off, I just want to say this. I just want to say how pleased and how proud I am of both our field and dealer community. I know this was an awful big change and an awful big push. Very proud of all of you responded in terms of getting trained and ready for this, and it really paid off in terms of making this a success. Now, having said that, there are some kinks we're still working through, and we're doing a lot of this live right now. We've got a war room open all this week that we're working through issues as they come up. Again, any issues you see, get those to your IAE so we can get these reported. But certainly, some things that we're seeing right now is, in addition to folks going outside and taking payments with family plan through web pause that JP mentioned, we really see 2 other issues. And as we've been going through issues last night, 2 things we're also seeing from a user perspective that you can certainly help us with. The first one is those that use Elevate. What we're finding is that again, the flow has been adjusted in Elevate. That was pushed out on Tuesday, and so to accommodate these enhancements. But what we're finding is that people are hitting the single line activation with Elevate and then going to family plan enhancements, or quite frankly, vice versa. That's causing an issue in terms of the correct information being brought back in the download to POS section. And the reason why that is again, when you think of the portal, right now, think of it in terms of a complete, kind of bifurcation. So we have single line activations, and we have family plan activations. And Elevate brings that information back from two distinctly separate sources. So if you say you're going to do a single line and bring it back a family plan, what it means is you're going to be bringing back incomplete or potentially wrong information. Okay, so it's very critical from a user perspective that if you say that you're going to start an Elevate with a single line plan, you actually need to go do a single line plan in the portal. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, right? The next thing that we're seeing, and I understand why this is happening, but it is something certainly that we need to talk to our dealer reps about, and it is this: that what we find is when people are going through and they're doing family plan activations, what we find that reps are doing is as the ports are going through, so you have primary and secondary ports, as the ports are going through, what will happen is a rep gets tired of waiting for the port to go through, and what they'll do is they'll call care on the primary port and try to force the port through care. And there's two things that really happens when that occurs. One is that certainly we're forcing more calls through care. Second thing is it actually is taking longer to process it that way than if we would have just let the system do it on its own. Okay. The third thing is that it's actually going to cause the linkage to fail using the portal. Okay, and the reason why that is the way that the portal is working right now is it actually links the family utilizing the primary's temporary PTN to link it than it actually does the port. So if we're calling into care and we're forcing that through, right, what's happening is that the linkage is failing. And then that potentially causes a problem when we bring back that information to Elevate as well. So in short, what we're asking here is just use the system and don't call into care until the system provides back a response saying that you need to call the WLNP line, not before. And just let that flow through. It's actually faster to process it that way, and that keeps everything back to Elevate in an accurate fashion. Okay, so those three things. Again, just to recap. Okay, we'll put these in the notes. But three things we need to focus on with dealer reps. Certainly, make your payments within the ePay frame. Don't go out when you're doing a family plan. Don't go out on your own to web POS. Right. Next thing, Elevate flows. Make sure single lines to single lines, family plans to family plans, and then third, when you're doing family plan ports, don't call into care in WLMP until the system tells you to, or you've actually seen a failure in the system. Those would be the three requests, and that will solve the bulk of our issues that we're seeing so far. But again, great start to this, and we're seeing we're seeing great success. But again, just those three things are what we've seen immediately popping up. All right, Rach, next slide. Okay, Elevate enhancements. Okay, so we're very excited that we are releasing 9.7. We actually just started rolling out 9.7 today, and this will roll out for dealers on Elevate. It started today and will be completed by the end of the month. So it started today, and by the end of the month, all Elevate dealers will have this. And it has some very exciting enhancements. Again, the new family plan activation flow. Since we launched the family plan enhancements on Tuesday, we went ahead and pushed those early, so everyone already has that. The second piece is that Chromium is now the default browser within Elevate. Now, really that's transparent. really to our dealers and our users. But essentially, that is a major change, and it has several benefits to us. The first one is browser settings. I know a lot of dealers, primarily admins, get upset today when we do an upgrade within Elevate. A lot of their browser settings get updated. This is going to stop that in the future. So when you upgrade Elevate in the future, you won't have that issue. The other thing that we have now is we have everyone using Chrome and Chromium across our 3 platforms. So the portal, as well as ePay, as well as now Elevate, all of them use Chrome and Chromium. So the amount of communication errors that we should have should go as close to zero as we can. Certainly we had some conflicts before, as one was using IE, another was using Chrome. We've now standardized that across our 3 platforms to where they're all using the same interface. Also, certainly from a user standpoint, we have some dealers that don't want a browser on their desktop for certain reasons for their reps. You can also, now with Chromium being built into Elevate, there's really no need for a browser on your desktop of your reps if you choose not to have that. And last but certainly not least, from a boost up perspective, we've certainly had some issues with boost up, since boost up has changed over to Chrome as well. Now that B2B has moved over to Chromium, we'll have much less errors, hopefully close to zero, with boost up and Elevate. So a lot of things being fixed as we've moved Elevate over to Chromium. Also, the download to point of sale changes. Hopefully, you've already seen that. As you go through the new web family plan enhancement flows, you'll see the download is now with Chromium. We are able to put that at the bottom of the screen, and hopefully that's more intuitive for people as we move it there. Okay, next is new employee point of sale KPIs. I will say this is our first step into KPIs. You will now see we have 6 KPIs out there. They're available within the point of sale screen. So even as you go in there, you will see those populated. This is, again, the first step, and we're going to continue to make enhancements to KPIs, but we wanted to get this out there. There are 6 KPIs out there. They're not configurable at this point, but we're working on that for the future. I'm not going to talk about the handshake app. That's really for the masters. But the last thing I will talk about is POS alerts and notification. So this is another enhancement that has been requested by some of our dealers, and it just allows you to set up things, as an example, for cash pickup. So we have a notice on there that you can push, when your rep has actually done a cash pickup. You can get notifications on there to where you can push that to where your admin can actually get a notice of when cash is being picked up or dropped off. So things like that. So a lot of enhancements in 9.7. Again, look for those within the next week and a half. All right, next page, Rachel. Okay, lastly is on webinars. As you know, most of last year we had the Monday webinars, and we had isolated those to Monday to talk about best practices and things that our dealers really wanted to do maybe a deeper dive in on the marketing or point of sale platforms. And we just wanted to note, some people had asked, when are we going to start those up again? We are going to start those up again at the beginning of March. So be thinking of ideas that you would like us to dive into, get those into your rep, and certainly we'll take those suggestions. And the more votes we get on a particular topic, those are the ones that we use to go ahead and do a deeper dive in on Monday. All right, that's it for Elevate. Yep.
Quick question, Bill. When is the deadline to upgrade Elevate? Is your deadline?
So to sign up for Elevate, you're probably talking about the BR. So we did have in our last webinar, we talked about co-op would be ending on 1/31. So in other words, if you're a BR and you're interested, again, I would encourage all BRs to go ahead and move over to Elevate. But if that's certainly on your to-do list, go ahead and sign up by the 31st to ensure that you get all the waived setup charges from B2B as well as co-op. So it's $15 per month. go out per door for 12 months. Is the offer, and as long as you've signed up between here and the end of the 31st, you don't have to be implemented by time, but just have to be signed up by between here and the end of the month. You'll still continue to get those benefits.
Got it. Thank you, Blair. Okay. Now over to Rachel for Elevate Marketing. Rachel.
Hey guys, I just want to let you guys know that this week we've got some new templates loaded in. We've got one on Boost Perks. It's an accessory offer. If the customer comes in and shows that they downloaded Boost Perks or they download it in your store. Also, there is the add-a-line offer being loaded in, ready to be sent via email this weekend, and then also being loaded in for outbound calling scripts. And then quickly, I just want to talk through Smile and Dial. The momentum has been incredible these last weeks. We're really excited. The feedback has been great on it, driving traffic and doing exactly what it's supposed to do. But I am getting quite a few questions, so just really quick, I want to make sure everybody knows. One of the big things that's coming in is there's been a lot of requests to set up accounts on Smile and Dial when actually the dealer already has an Elevate Marketing account. So just make sure the dealer, if you have the Elevate Marketing account, you just set up your users and you give access to your employees. We don't need multiple accounts set up. Also want to talk about a big question coming through. The dealer will have completed their training. All the employees in the store complete training. It is not instantaneous that the outbound calling module shows up on the panel, and there's a picture of it right there. We do proactively turn it on. The Elevate team will turn it on. It takes about a week or a week and a half, and that's just to make sure that the requirements have been met, and then go out and get pins for everybody in your store. So it could take up to a week and a half for it to be proactively turned on. And then last, this is not the greatest news to share, but for 2019, we do have to review all the states that cannot do outbound calling, and we have had to add one state to this list, which is Indiana. I just want to reiterate, the Sprint takes outbound calling compliance extremely seriously. Both postpaid and prepaid have to take every precaution to protect both the company and you guys from potential major FCC violations. So we've had to add another state. However, we are working diligently with the Office of Privacy to see if we can do anything to work with these requirements and the state rules and add any of these states back in. So we will definitely keep you guys posted on that. Really quick, I know we're running out of time. I get a lot of questions on using the call script and what all the things mean on this very first picture, these different buckets. I just want to reiterate, the most important buckets are welcome call, that's your customer in their first month. Then the customer follow-up, that's your customer in the second month. And then optimization retention is your customer approaching 3MR. These are your most important buckets to look at when trying to drive 3MR, and then focusing on those in the 7-day section, because those are your customers who need to be called this week, who are in these buckets for this week. Customer loyalty just means they're past 3MR, they're 100 plus days. Definitely call them if you have time. They're still very important to engage with a loyal customer, but your other 3 buckets in the first 7 days are the most important. You'll be presented with all the information you need prior to making the call about the customer, who they are, and then just follow the call scripts. There's local offers or national offers. To get signed up, you go to boostelevate.com. You are either you either get the Elevate Marketing Platform as part of point of sale. If you don't have point of sale, then you pay $30 a month to have access per door to the Elevate Marketing Platform. And so on this last page, I'll have where to go to get information on that. Another thing is just the compliance checklist. We're going to add this to a one-pager for you guys. Again, we're watching this so closely. We can see when a dealer is not calling through the Griffin dialer first and when they're going straight from their cell phone or their phone. Please don't do that. I'm not going to go through all of these. Please review them later, but we need to make sure everybody is following this, or this gets turned off for everyone. Again, just go to Elevate support to get help, to get an account set up, to go to FAQs, and again, we're working on a one-pager right now for you guys. And that's it from me. I will go to platform. Is this DK?
Yeah, this is. So guys, just to close out, Elevate Marketing Smile and Dial has been a huge tool. We're one of the only prepaid, we're actually the only prepaid right now that it has a approved vehicle to do outbound calling. If you're not signed up, here's the information for you in terms of how to get signed up. If you're having issues, make sure you reach out as well. Smiling, that was very important to us. It shows great activity. It's something that we want to do. It's driving incremental volume, incremental third-month engagement, so make sure you sign up. If you're a branded retailer, now's the time to sign up for Elevate. You have a couple more days left to take advantage of our promotion we did to get folks on it. I highly encourage you to do it. If you have any questions, reach out to your account executive and get your answers there, because there may come a time where I start doing incremental spiffs, incremental promotions by using good old Boost to Elevate. All right, let's talk about Platinum Partners. This is a fun event. It's a contest for our retailers. Really, it's an opportunity to get to hang out with me, which is so much fun. But also the other executives who are even more fun than me. But the contest period is from January through June 30, 2019, with an event in the fall of 2019. The locations to be determined. Last year, we were in beautiful Florida. So there's a huge push for this to make sure that you guys are driving volume and driving activity to help you guys get the Platinum Partners. We have 24 winners, 3 categories, 8 winners per category, based upon the scorecard and based upon the number of 4.0 stores, whether it's new and remodels. We have categories from owners and operators that have 25 plus stores, 15 to 24 stores, and 7 to 14 stores. Highly encourage you guys to drive volume. Great opportunity to interact with leadership. We do a formal business session. We do Q&A. We do individual sessions with myself and the leadership team. So a great opportunity to get your voice heard, and more importantly, have a good time. So, in terms of, again, who's ranking top right now, this is the current leaderboard. So 25 plus stores, MML Wireless, you're number 1 right now. Master Wire's number 2. 15 to 24 doors, Wireless Superstore and Be in Touch. 7 to 14, Titan Connection. And Gibbon Tech DBA Brick City is in that category, 7 to 14, number 1 and number 2 spots. So again, keep selling more phones, and love to see you at Platinum Partners. All right, Scott, let's go to the go-to-market updates and close this call out, my friend.
Thank you, Dave. Let's wrap up real quick. So go-to-market, just a few updates. Next slide, Rachel. So we have a Boost Up promos called out early in the call. Flyers available on the sales floor right now. Look for the buzz today for details on this. Okay. Next slide. We do have information on Boost Up returns. Next slide, Rachel.
Hey, yeah, just I'm going to pause on this really quick, guys. I'm not going to go through all of this, but please know as we head into tax season with these Boost Up promos, there is a formal return process for closing out the agreement. The customer has 7 days to return their phone. This is all in the buzz today, so go and read this. I just want to voice over one more thing, that starting next week, doing a Boost Up is going to be very difficult if you have certain versions of IE 11. So please move over to Chrome. That is the best experience. There are certain versions of IE 11 that just will not work with Boost Up starting next week. So move to Chrome. That will be called out in the buzz next Tuesday.
Thank you, Rachel. And we have 2 devices that are currently being allocated, the Modi E5 Plus and the LG Tribute Empire. Look for details on both these devices in today's edition of the buzz. And you have slides to review at your time. David, back to you for the recap. Thank you.
All right. For those of you who joined late to my call, first of all, that's not cool. But let's summarize for everybody who joined late and also to clarify some things. Number 1, these are the biggest promotions we've ever done. No question about it. No doubt about it. So let's talk about what they are. Starting next Tuesday, 129, iPhone 6S is only $25, and it is BOGO eligible, meaning you port one for $25, you can get one for $25, no port required on the second. We have a free LG Stylo 4, again, BOGO eligible, and again, port one on the first line, you get the second one for free, no porting required on the second line. Yes, they are mix and match eligible between those 2 devices. What that means is iPhone 6S has to be phone number 1 that is ported. Phone number 2 can be the Stylo 4 for free, no port required. Again, use the BOGO sort tool for foolproof to make sure that it is eligible to do mix and match. Again, we have 7 devices for free during tax season. Make sure you go through the hot sheet and you know what phones are free. On an add-on perspective, you have a $10 J3 no port required. You also have a $20 Moto G6, no port required. So today that promo is in market. Make sure you're pitching it to every customer every time coming in to make a payment. Great opportunity to drive incremental volume, and this is a promo that we really need to drive for upside. And again, from a BOGO standpoint, LG Stylo 4 is a BOGO. iPhone 6s is a BOGO. So make sure you go through the tools and understand how to sell these iconic promotions. From a rate plan standpoint, we're keeping everything in market. 3 for $100 is still in market. 4 for $100 with 1 gig of hotspot per line is still in market. 4 for $120 is still in market. And for our Unlimited Plus plan, our single line customers, more value, only $1 for Toto Mexico has been extended. So let's make sure we're talking about it on every Unlimited Plus plan. We are offering Toto Mexico for only $1. So for everyone at home, everyone in your offices, I want to make sure you guys are listening to this last slide. I let off the call saying, hey, we're going to win this tax season. We're going to take a leadership position. We're starting early. We are starting tax season early on Tuesday. You're going to win with the switchers. You got BOGOs. You got aggressively priced mid-tier devices. You have the best rate plans, Unlimited Plus, Toto Mexico, 4 for $100, all the goodies. For our families, our Boost families, we're making it so easy to add a line with J3 for $10 and Moto G6 for $20. So make sure you're pitching it. For our loyal customers, you got Boost Up promotions with the J7 and the iPhone. Make sure you know about it. Make sure you're talking about it. What I need from you is 8 things. Number 1, make sure you have proper inventory levels now. If you don't got phones, make sure that you got phones, because I'm going to start checking to make sure every retailer is carrying iPhone and Stylo 4. Right? So if you're not carrying an iPhone today, make sure you're carrying an iPhone, because it is an expectation. From collateral kit standpoint, Josefina spoke to all the different collateral you're getting. Make sure you receive them. If you don't, yell at somebody. Call your AE and make sure the collateral comes. For our 8x11 PDFs, they're always posted to sales portal. Print them out, display it, display where it matters on the sales counters, and make sure our customers know about our promos. Every payment traffic customer matters. Number 3, every day, strive to have street events and make sure you're flyering. I am going to be visiting a ton of markets, and I want to see events, and I want to see our events beating the competition. More balloons, more table events, more everything. So make sure that our stores are visible. Number 4, make sure our stores are clean. Make sure we got new Boost swag on. Go to SPG.com. We got a ton of new swag, all a bunch of cool shirts. Make sure our folks are wearing new shirts to be fresh, and make sure they got name tags on. Smile and dial for markets eligible to smile and dial. If you're set up, make sure you're smiling and dialing all day, every day. Great opportunity to drive incremental traffic. Sell more accessories. Drive an accessory commission plan for your reps. Accessories will become a much bigger part of our portfolio and a push from us to help drive dealer profitability. So make sure you're ordering up accessories and make sure you're selling them. I want to see every store have Stylo 4 accessories, 6S accessories. We have to make sure every customer, every time you guys are selling accessories, great way to drive sticky customers. Have fun, staff well. Have to make sure you're staffing well. Traffic's going to be up. If you saw on one of my first slides, this coming Friday, the first trifecta Friday we've had in months. It's Friday, it's payday, and it's SSI day. So it's a huge day for everybody. Make sure you're staffed up so you can drive as much volume as possible. And lastly, make sure after this call you are having team huddle up meetings and practice your pitch. Practice your pitch on all these offers and make sure our frontline reps are comfortable. This is go time. This is tax season. We're starting early with the best promotions we've ever done. Huge expectations from a volume lift standpoint. I know you can do it. Have fun. Do these 8 things, and I promise you will have an incredible tax season. So with that, have a great day. Boost Nation, I love you. Let's do this. Bye-bye.
And thank you to all of our participants for joining us today. We hope you found this webcast presentation informative. This concludes our webcast, and you may now disconnect. Have a great day.